Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. So Bitcoin changed dynamics really very quickly and we have to be really very flexible to follow this price action. So in today's episode, I want to share some 40,000 Bitcoins target scenario, which we cannot ignore. And I have to share with you some conditions and what I'm seeing currently on the market. But you have to understand that this is not a financial advice, everything made for educational purpose only, and do the proper risk management when it comes to the trading and all these decisions, right? So right now, let's go to the charts. Let's talk about Bitcoin. And it's really very interesting thing is happening right now, and it's basically very dangerous, right? And why? Let me explain you why. So we have some targets which I was talking about, not the targets. We have one of the scenario which one we actually talk about. I basically trade that as well, right? And I closed my longs as well. And for now, I'm out of the position, and I'm gonna share what I'm seeing currently on the market and what I'm expecting from the current standpoint, right? So basically, major scenario is what we are seeing on the smaller time frame. There's the 5 impulsive wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? After the 5 impulsive wave structure, there's follows the correction. So this is where it's getting really interesting, and this is where the 40,000 target Bitcoin is actually possible, right? So hear me out real quickly. So after 5 impulsive wave structure, there's happening some correction. The corrections also have a target. So let me take a Fibonacci, put on the beginning and the end of this movement over here, right? So for all of this impulse. So we have a targets from 0.3 to 0.6. This is the targets where the usually correction comes, right? 0.5 to 0.6. And most likely prices comes to 0.5 to 0.6 area. So as you can see right now, we are in a very, very key moment on the Bitcoin. It's very key moment, because basically if we're not gonna reach, and if this support won't act as a support, right? And if we're not gonna see some impulses currently, right, there's a chance that we're gonna fall straightly lower, because this is the last support, right? This is the last support, and if from this target we're not gonna see something such kind of, this scenario completely invalid. So this scenario 1, 2, and after continuation of the third wave, right? So this is why we need to be really mindful right now, right? And I'm very carefully watching these days the charts. I'm looking at the structures, I'm looking at some conditions, I'm hearing what is the market is actually selling us by volumes and all other things. So I'm going to share in today's episode what I'm actually seeing. So this is the target, this is the major scenario, what we want to see. We want to see something such kind of, here's the wave 1 after correction and after wave 3. So this video is not actually made like bearish or bullish or something like that, because nothing actually invalidates this scenario yet, right? Nothing is happening that we can say that this scenario completely invalid and we can like just to do like this, right? No, because we are still in the zone of high attention. We are still trading in the zone of high attention. We are seeing currently, like if we look at this locally, right, we are seeing that volumes actually increases over there, right? And the price is decreases. So basically this is divergence. This is the clear divergence, and it cannot continue forever. So we entered in the zone of high attention. We saw the divergence. We are seeing this is what we want to see, the bullishness, right? Plus, if we open the MACD and RSI, you can clearly see there's the massive divergences, right? You can see the price is decreases. So RSI is showing us bullish divergence, and MACD also showing us a bullish divergence on a 5-hour time frame, right? So basically this is very, very bullish. It's a really good conditions to enter some position, right? But one thing what I actually didn't like and why I actually closed my position, because here as this impulse started, right, we take some longs over there, and if the price start to do reversal, and we close it, right? And why we close it? Because I don't like the structure. The structure not looks really good, because such kind of structures usually leads for the continuation of the downtrend, right? We wanted to see something such kind of like A, B, C, or some wrong correction as a B, C, D, E, or something like that, right? So because we cannot see that, we have all more rise to treat that there is possibly something such kind of, which one this is why I'm recording this video. There's possibly that this is the impulse, a small correction might happen, and after we're gonna continue to fall, right? And continue to fall to $40,000, right? These targets I'm gonna share with you as well. Let me give me some time. So basically this is not a major scenario right now. Major scenario right now is that we're gonna bounce from here. Here's the 1 2 and after major wave 3, but because we are actually trading here already a pretty long time, right, and we like trying to bounce from this area, but there is no actual great reaction. Several times we tried, if let me a little bit deep dive. So several times we tried to create some impulse here, right? But everything leads for us for the price start to fall and fall and fall again, right? So in the end, it creates for us some kind of the structure, and this structure is really very impulsive. And when you see the impulse, there's always follows correction, and after impulse again follows after the correction again follows the impulse. So this is why it's a really very shaky situation, right? But this is exactly the time where we want to look at the charts clearly. So if on the smaller time frame I'm gonna see the structure like 12-minute time frame, right? If we're gonna see something such kind of, let me show you something such kind of 1 2 3 4 5, right, after correction, for example A B C, right, something such kind of impulsive and correctional structure, then we're gonna enter some position, then we're gonna open some longs over there, right? But for that we need enough confirmations, we need to see enough structure and enough conditions for that, right? But before that happens, I'm still patiently waiting and patiently look at the charts, right? There's like a lot of fake outs, a lot of fake impulses, right? And to clear these all noises, right, we have to be patient, because the market sooner or later gonna show us, or the price gonna bounce from there straightly, right, and gonna show us some conditions for that, or it's gonna straightly fall lower. If the price gonna straightly go lower, this is not a tradable. For my opinion, this is not a tradable, because we don't have the place to set our stop losses, right? And basically the structure still looks correctional on the higher time frame, right? So something like this, like A, B, C, D, E, right? And if this is not some correction continues, right, but still all of this structure looks correctional, and if this is correctional, sooner or later there are gonna be some impulse, and that impulse we are actually preparing for, right? We want to sit in this massive impulse, right? So this is why I'm not opening any short position right now. I'm on the smaller time frame, very mindful. Look at on the some impulse begins, right? If the some impulse will begins 1 2 3 4 5, right, then we have some rights, moral rights, to actually enter for this direction, right? But before that happens, we are just patiently waiting. Just entering in the target zone not necessarily means that the price gonna do some reversal. So this is why I'm very patient right now, and just waiting for the scenario to work out by itself, right? So right now, let me show you what targets actually we are looking for, because as you can see here, we see some impulse. Here's the impulse. After the impulse follows the correction, right? So if we're gonna look at this major impulse, our correctional structure, if we set here Fibonacci, put on the beginning and the end of this impulse, we see the targets. We see the targets of 0.3, 2.6, and the most likely prices comes to 0.5, 2.6. So basically around 40K might be the next. So if this one won't act as a support, then our next targets is around 40,000, right? So the bounce I'm expecting from this major support, right? So as the price will enter here, then we're gonna look at other conditions and other scenarios then, right? So this support is very important. You have to remember that, right? If not hold it, then we are expecting the price a little bit in the deeper correction. If it's gonna happen, there's gonna be really great opportunity to accumulate some for the long-term perspective, right? So I highly suggest you to wait for such kind of thing. So from investment perspective right now is actually not bad time to buy. So if you look at the long-term perspective, right, from the as a trading with the leverage, I would wait, right? And if you want to follow these trades, follow our Telegram channel, the link in the description below. You can join there. I'm gonna give the signal if I'm going to open some long positions from there, or long or short. So there's really a lot of useful information for each one of you, so don't forget to join as well. So basically this is the major scenario. If the price not gonna hold here and not gonna do some kind of like this, right, we are expecting the price here, and here we're gonna see if there's enough confirmations, if there's the structure, because the structure actually already looks like correctional, right? So if it will create something for us, such kind of it will be really this is what we are actually expecting for, right? But if we're gonna see the bounce from there, of course that's gonna be really great, and this scenario will work out much more quicker. So 40,000 target is still in. I was talking about that in previous videos. I was talking about that if this won't hold, right, then we're gonna go lower. So this is the major scenario which one I'm seeing on the Bitcoin. So if you like my analysis, if you like the way how I look at the charts, right, subscribe to the channel, press that likes, join our Telegram channel and all that things, and it's gonna be really very useful for you. So thank you for watching. See you in the next, and bye.